Ever since the day that you went away, you've been spending on gamers. Hello out there, all my gamers and shamers. My name is Isa, and welcome to the long-awaited return of TubeTalk. Now, usually on TubeTalk, Ari is the hostess. However, she said that she wants us to make appearances on the channel, so she may be the new host of TubeTalk. But besides that, today is a really special day because our guest is a really innovative and compassionate content creator. She's a simmer with a mission to reach 1,000 followers on Twitch. With her outstanding YouTube sub count of 14,512, you all know her as the mod plug, but we here at Arya Gaming know her as the fabulous simmer herself. It's me, Troy!
Hi, everybody!
I'm so glad you could be here with us, Troy. It really does mean a lot to us here at Arya Gaming.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Oh, I'm so glad. Well, first, I have to say, welcome to TubeTalk, Troy.
Oh, can't wait.
So here on TubeTalk, our mission is to promote positive mental attitude, just like the beloved inspiration of this Jacksepticeye. We want people to be innovative and creative and come up with their own ideas for whatever they want to do. So we make videos like these, interviewing voice actors and let's players and simmers of all kinds, so people can see that it's not scary taking that leap into something that they like. We want to show them that there's nothing to be afraid of, and that even people that have been doing this for so long and have big sub counts, that it's okay to be nervous and that you can have mess up and have their starts. You know what I'm trying to say?
I get it.
But without further ado, our first question on TubeTalk is, how long have you been on YouTube?
I've been on YouTube for over a year, actually. It'll be 2 years in November, late November. I know it says I started my account in 2013, but I didn't start making YouTube videos for The Sims until November.
Wow.
What year is this? 2018? 2016.
Wow. I know, because I think we started last year, and we're actually really surprised with the outcome that's come out, because since we've started in like late October of last year, we've gotten up to 25 subscribers, and it's like really been a blessing to see how many views people are watching videos, and it's like so cool to see how other people interact, which comes to our next question. How has the response from your fans been over the years?
When I first started out, it was very slow. I used to just, send my links to my close friends, like, here, go check this out. They never really commented, but I think they watched it. And then late last year, about maybe in October or November, the numbers, the fans, the boos started to, show up and appear. You'll always get the views, but, majority of your viewers probably are lurkers, so they probably won't comment, but the comments do come in on the videos as soon as it posts, and then maybe depending on how long that video lasts, some people leave a little another comment here and there.
Wow. Okay, so what got you into playing The Sims?
When The Sims University came out, I saw commercials, and I don't know how I was 11, because I remember it was rated teen for teen. I asked my mom, she's like, no, and I wanted, for some reason, I wanted to go to college so bad. I was like, oh, I can do it in The Sims. So my cousin and my great grandmother, they teamed up. Either my mom said no and got it for me. However, that was when I realized you needed the base game. So my cousin went back out and got the base game for The Sims 2. And that was the only Sims 2 I played back in was university. And ever since then, up until maybe 2014, my mom had finally caved in and she bought me, majority of The Sims 3. And then when I transferred over to a four-year university, I bought my own Sims packs.
You have a really big influence in the Sims community. How do you feel about that?
Blessed. Because sometimes I feel like people don't care what I have to say, and I'm glad that they do. Just blessed because, without the booze, I would have I really wouldn't be doing what I do. I know it seems cliche, but it's so true. Like without their support and letting me know that they enjoyed the mod reviews and what I my uh, thoughts on them. It's just blessed.
Wow. So, what made you start doing mod reviews?
I didn't know mods existed until when I started my YouTube channel for The Sims 4, and I found ItsMeTroi actually back when she was at like 6,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I tried Let's Plays. If you go back to my first videos for The Sims were for The Sims 4 City Living. And I really got bored with them. And then I tried cast videos. When you first start out, you try to get your channel out there. You try to do what other Simmers are doing. And, it was okay. What else did I tried almost everything back then. And then I started doing mod reviews, and viewers enjoyed them. They would come back to watch them, and I enjoy mods. I enjoy modding my game. Really don't enjoy gameplay anymore. And like I said, Let's Plays. If you follow my channel at all, you'll see like some Let's Plays will fizzle out. I have a couple on there that I have to force myself to end instead of, just letting them sit there. Or, they'll have like a short episode span, maybe like 11 or 10 episodes. And then I'll like, okay, I need to stop now because I know how I get with these Let's Plays.
It's actually funny you said that because when you said that you didn't know anything about mods until like forever ago. I didn't know anything about mods until my friend Ari told me. Ari is like the glue that keeps everything going. She explained it to us how it works, and that if we found anything that works, that she wanted us to show her, see how it worked with this channel. And like trying to figure out how all that stuff worked kind of amazed me because I had no clue what I was doing whatsoever. And like how she explained it to me is like, it's easy, you can figure out how to use them and everything, just watch Troi. She's like, who's Troi? And then she showed me the channel. I was like, wow. And it was like everything made so much more sense when I watched your videos, because it was like I had no clue what I was doing. It was like, here, just come, like Ari was just like, come with me. And she'd pull me up to her tablet and she would show me the videos. It's like, oh, like everything, like then the light bulb would go up. I was like, I see what I've been doing wrong now.
Yeah, mods are tricky, especially when you first load up the game with your mods and EA tells you, here are your mods, and don't forget we don't condone the use of mods, so mod at your own risk. And you just like, you get kind of scared when you see that. You like, am I gonna mess up my game? Which I've done many of times with a few mods.
Oh, no lie, I can't remember, because Ari usually does the gameplays when it comes to like The Sims, and I remember so many times, like when she got the update for Jungle Adventure, she was so mad because she wanted to record it, but none of the mods would work, and she was so upset. And I kept asking, what's wrong? I said, EA broke my game. She was so upset. And she'd go back and take all of them out and see which ones were broken, and it took so long for her to figure it out. But then she asked another one of my friends, Ren, and he helped her fix it. And the tears of relief that came down her face that day, she was so thankful.
My motto is, if EA has any sort of game update, you don't have to worry about the Origin update. Any game update from EA, just take them all out, wait for Sims VIP to post that list. They'll keep it updated for however long they can, and you just wait patiently. Just wait patiently.
I know something else that you helped Arya Gaming start doing was making Black Sims. Because Arya would start doing them, but then she felt bad because they wouldn't look realistic enough. So then she would go CC shopping and try to find all this custom content, but there was never any good ones. So then when she would see you with the custom content, she's like, where did she get all this stuff? And then she started digging deeper into where you found it. I was like, see, this is what I needed. This is what I needed the entire time, and I could never find it. Especially because she mostly finds most of her stuff on Tumblr. Then she found, what is that called? Lana's CC or something like that. She found that, and she thought she hit the mother lode when she found that one. But it's like, whenever we watch your videos, it means so much to us because like everything makes so much sense. It's clear. It's explained in a way that it's not. There's no way you can't understand it unless you have no idea about anything in The Sims. And then I think the funniest part is especially when she starts messing with the townies, and then like you see how they interact with your created sim, especially that damn welcome wagon that just decides when it wants to come.
Yeah, majority of my CC when I first started came from, watching X Mirror Mirror, all my mods, and then, going into the Black Simmer and, finding Tumblr, because I used to use the Sims resource when I first started, modding my game. And then I would go onto Tumblr, I'm like, oh, and then I discovered a lot of CC finds, I'm like, oh, okay.
I know, it's like when you find new places to get good CC, and it's like, but then there are like some places where it's like you're okay, but there's something that's missing, or it's like how it looks in the picture is different than how you would expect it to look in the Sims, and this like a whole bunch of things going on with like my creators and CC creators. Like wow, when you look at the stuff that goes on between them and like certain sites. Like I know there was one issue with I think SimSdom, because that's where we used to get a lot of our CC. And then when the mod creators were saying that the CC was robbing them of royalties, I was like, oh, I've dusted my hands of this. I don't want to be a part of that. I didn't even know.
I heard about that as well. I didn't really use SimSdom that much. I was rerouted to SimSdom, but I did look into that issue, and sadly, some of the craze I still, still use SimSdom. I haven't kept up with the issue at all, but I did hear about that.
And it was crazy too. But a question that like I want to ask personally: what drew you to Twitch?
I don't know how many people know this, but I started a Twitch account before October. And because of some issues, when I became affiliate, there's a 2-step authentication. I couldn't log in for a minute. And, I did stream on YouTube because, majority of my boos were on YouTube. However, YouTube isn't built for streaming. YouTube wasn't, intended for streaming. They've gone to the streaming game late, and they're still trying to, get their interface set up for streaming. But Twitch is built for streamers, and I love how they've integrated the streamer to communicate with the chat, and they have bots, and extensions, and everything is geared towards the streamer and the audience. YouTube is okay, but you can't have majority of the nice baubles or the shiny things with YouTube that you can on Twitch. A few of the programs I use on Twitch are now, getting that YouTube integration. However, it's better, in my opinion, for the viewers on Twitch and for the streamer.
I know, because we started using Twitch kind of late, and what drew Arya to Twitch was that she liked using Twitch a bit more because of the fact that she could actually interact with people that actually watched it, and usually it was mostly just like friends of ours. So it was kind of like, it's weird at first. It was like the 1 or 2 views. It's like just to her, it was like just seeing like there was people watching just made her happy, versus me who just wanted everything to happen all night. Matter of fact, I think it was you and Ari that kind of broke me out of that mindset, because it's like this is taking so slow. It's like we need to do something more, so you have to have patience. So not everything's gonna happen overnight. You just have to like look forward to it and see, like watch other people and see what you can do to like better how you do things. And it was funny because when she started doing like her gameplays, or when she would stream, I would look at her and see how calm she was, and like she would be so like natural, especially when she would do like record the Sims when she first started out. She did the first Sims video she did, as a matter of fact, was for Base Metal CC. She was reviewing the mod and kind of just seeing how it would play out. And it was funny to see her reaction because like certain things would happen in The Sims. It's like, why? Why would you do that? Or you would see them do something stupid, or they would sit there and especially like if they had to go pee or if they were hungry and just like there was one time she had like a bunch of custom content and not custom yeah custom content. It was like for trades or something, and there was one lady in the bar she was in for the in San Myshuno, and the lady like was so angry. Then she had a heart attack and she died, and we were just looking like, what happened? See, in a matter of 5 seconds, what did you do? She's like, I didn't do anything. They did that on their own. It's funny just how you see how certain things react, and then you see how people react to certain things that happen in your videos, and it's like so cool because like you feel a certain way when you see how people feel the same way you do when things happen in your video.
Yeah, and then it's like, some things you don't want them to see. It's like you're yelling at PC and look, there's a, couple of ads, a bunch of ads. And you're just like, oh, well, I can't cut that out. Because I'm live.
Especially when you're live. It's like, because I remember there was one time she was trying to record and she had started using player.me, so she was telling me she was going to stream, and we had everything set up, and then everything decides to just either crash or just like it doesn't want to work with you. It just like decides. It's like your technology is like, I don't feel like it today. So then you have to try and think about it. Like there was one stream she tried to do for the new series that she's trying to like build up to work on, and what happened was Sims decided to crash just before she started recording. So she tried to do CC shopping to like kind of make up for it, and she kept checking in and out. And the only thing with when Ari streams is she has to try to do it like at a certain time because she does to see how her setup is with her family. So sometimes her family will interrupt when she's streaming, or she'll be in a Discord call with her friends, and they'll be talking over it, and it'll just be so funny. Like the last one she got into an argument with her sister, and I just remember laughing so much because of how they reacted to each other. But I think stuff like that adds a bit, like, makes people see that you're an actual person. You're not like some big. You're like some big shot or something. That you're actually human.
Yep. Natural interaction does help. Just being yourself, and people watch you enjoying it. They like seeing reactions. They like good commentary, relaxed commentary, natural commentary.
One thing that always discourages Ari because regardless of how calm and collected if you could meet her in real person, she's like the most calm and collected person. She's like, you would think her intellectual, but in actuality she has the most toxic behavior because she has such bad temper. So especially if something doesn't go the right way, she'll curse, and she hates when she curses during recordings or streams because she's scared of that she'll get she'll get a strike from YouTube or something. So it's like that. She's scared that hairline trigger that'll bring the camel's back, that one time she says something, she'll get in trouble. But I think when she does that, it shows people that it's like she's just like everyone else. She's not like some type of robot, or she's not some made up character. She's who she really is. And plus, I think it's funny when she curses in recording. Because I think I can't remember what video it was. There was one video she was doing, and she was snapping at Sim because it wouldn't do something. I don't remember, but it was so funny. He's like, you this is this, and I was like, oh my goodness, is this too gold? And it's just recording it, it's just like, oh god, I have to edit so much out. And I was like, no, keep it in, that's funny. She's like, but I could get in trouble. She's like, don't worry about that. Did you know how many YouTubers curse in their videos and you're worried about cursing in one? But it's like when stuff like that happens, it's funny. Matter of fact, there was one video when she flipped out when her sim ended up having triplets. Mm-hmm. She was like, oh my god, they're twins, they're effing twins. It's like, they're twins. It's like, no, they're triplets. Oh my god, they're triplets. And she ran out the room during the recording. And she's like, come see this. Because it was the first time she'd ever encountered something like that in The Sims, and it was just so funny. And she felt terrible during the recording. She's like, I can't believe I walked out in the recording. It was nothing but dead air. But
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. She cut that out.
but like and it felt bad because then she ended up cutting the whole video. She's like, no, don't do that. I was like, no, that was a terrible recording. So I will never do that again. But it's like when you see how YouTubers like normally react, it makes you see who they really are. So you don't, so you can, it makes you judge them for who they actually are versus how their YouTube personality is. And I think that's what drew Ari to you, because how you act in your videos is like she sees a real person in you rather than some simmers who put on this persona compared to who they actually are. And it's just like funny, like between you and X Mira Mira and Pastel Sims and Carmen King, is like she finds them all funny because of the way their unique mannerisms. So she's starting to get a little ear sore from listening to Pastel Sims sometimes. But she still loves how energetic that girl is.
Yeah, it took me a while to, find my own voice. When I first started, I was heavily influenced by how X Mira Mira acted, how Zarela acted, and sometimes I don't even watch LPs when I'm recording one, because like I'll take that tone or how that simmer acted and subconsciously and do the same thing. So it took me a while. It took me a while to stop doing that, because I read something once. It's like, I think it was maybe Lily Singh. She's like one of my favorite YouTubers. It may have been her. I'm not really too sure. Don't quote me on that. But they said the world has enough of X. We need more of you. So yeah.
That's a quote.
I see that a lot in the community.
That's a quote to hold on to for life.
And I see that a lot in the community where new simmers, I can maybe a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes, I can say, this person reminds me of this person. And somebody actually did comment on one of my videos, like, you remind me of Zarela. And at first I thought it as a compliment, but then I started to realize that's a bad thing. Because I remind you, I'm an individual person, I remind you of someone else. So where's Troy? Like, I should, you should watch my videos. Like, yeah, that's classic Troy. It shouldn't be, you remind me of her. Does that make sense?
Yes, I understand. Because I know Ari felt that way when someone said that they reminded them of some. Because she does, like, Miku Miku dance animations, and she loves it. She's been doing it since she was, like, 12. And she said that she reminded them of another MMD animator. And she felt upset about that. She said, and we were all confused, like, why do you feel bad about that? That's a good thing. I said, no, it's not. So I don't want to remind her of somebody. I want to be me. So I want to be original. So so when she did certain motions, she would use like different characters and kind of throw her own spin on it. And then now, being in 2018, the things have changed and people like her videos for how she is.
Right.
But I think so. The funny thing is, when we first started doing TubeTalk, the first person we talked to was a voice actor. And I was asking Ari how she met all these people. And she was like, well, I kind of talked to them through their servers. It's like, I've watched a lot of their videos. Is that I usually pick people who are like genuine for who they are. I try to pick people like too over the top, because then I feel like they're gonna be over the top. It's like when I talk to them. And what drew Ari to you was, well, first of all, the first thing she loved about you was when she started watching your mod reviews. But like lately, what drew her into, like, I want to talk to her in reality. So what drew her into you was the Jungle Adventure series you did with what was her name? Nolan and his sister. Which which had her in tears laughing. Especially when Tatiana got hit with the dart. She was like, that has never happened to me in The Sims 4. Every time I do The Sims 4, I'm always attacked by either bats or something else. Because I've never gotten poisoned before, so now I know that can happen. As a matter of fact, oh my goodness, when she did
Tatiana.
when she was doing her Let's Play for the Jungle Adventure with her character Jonesy had what happened? Jonesy was at her rented place, and she ended up setting the thing on fire. So see, normal stuff happens whenever I record. So I never get poisoned, but I'll always end up missing, just missing death because somebody set something on fire. And then she was going through the jungle and she saw the crocodiles. And she lost everything. When she saw the crocodiles in the water, she said, "No, this is where I draw the line." So I can take a lot of stuff in this sense. I'm not taking crocodiles. Y'all do jungle bees and plasma bats and panthers and sloths at me. I'm not taking no crocodiles. And she turned right back around and tried to find another way. And it's so funny.
Like, you really wish you could get mauled by a panther. Or eaten by a crocodile, or actually bitten by a snake.
I think the worst
really
thing
wish that could have happened.
I think the worst thing that happened in Jungle Adventure was probably being turned into a skeleton. That was just like
a skeleton. I met the skeletons. They were kind of creepy, but I met the skeletons. You know.
I know. Look, she showed me. She was looking through the videos. Like, hey, because there's one video she was watching. I think it was Lauren Z side. How do you pronounce that? And she had encountered a skeleton, and she actually was able to bring it home with her. I was like, really? You can do that? And then Ari, she's like, I'm not trying that. I'm not bringing a skeleton back to their home. You're insane.
I agree with Ari. Yeah, I agree with Ari. We don't bring things home. Okay? We don't bring nothing home from the jungle.
That's a good way to get a curse.
Or you know something else. No, we don't bring things home from the jungle. Okay, we leave it there where we found it.
So for this set of questions, this is like more into like technical stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of recording software do you use when you do your streams on Twitch?
I use open broadcasting software, OBS for sure. A lot of people use it. Back in college, when I did live streams for events, we used that. And so when after I saw ItsMeTroi, I was like, I want to do that. And I was like, hold on, I know a software I can use. So it's free. You don't gotta pay anything. And I was like, yeah, I'll just use this. I've been using it ever since.
So do you use OBS for when you record on YouTube too, or do you use a different software?
I use both. I use it when I record as well.
Ha! I just want to bet because of that. Because I figured, because most people use OBS. We just started using OBS because Ari favored XSplit over OBS because the way she could use certain things. But then XSplit started getting really slow and laggy, and it was fighting against Ari. She's like, you know what? Let's try OBS now. And even now we're using OBS to record this. Now that she's using OBS, she's gathering how to use it better, and especially now because this is the next question. What do you use for your editing? She uses Cyberlink Director, and she likes how that one handles more because she used to use Windows Live, and you were so limited to what you could do with that. But then some of the videos that you would look like, how do you do that with just Windows? So you just gotta know how to use it.
Yep, that's exactly right. I was trained in Adobe Premiere, and after I graduated college, I knew okay, well, they're gonna start asking me to pay full price now. So I canceled my subscription and I moved over to I use Final Cut Pro 10 now to edit all my videos.
Now this is just a general question, especially because whenever we upload videos, we use this thing called TubeBuddy. I don't know if you've heard of it. It was actually introduced to us by another YouTuber when Ari first started getting up. She wanted to add a little something to her videos to give it a bit more originality, especially when it came to making thumbnails. So when she was introduced to TubeBuddy and how TubeBuddy does, it makes you go through a whole checklist to make sure you've gotten all this stuff down. So it spreads out more, and she likes how she uses that. I'm still confused with the entire thing because I still have no idea how to read those analytics. And she tries to explain it to me, but I'm kind of like stupid when it comes to technical stuff like that. I'm more of a talker than like a programming type of girl thing.
It's okay. We all have our strengths. We all have our weaknesses. If you can just do one thing right, then you've done enough.
I think the hardest thing to learn was when she asked me if I wanted to try doing thumbnails, and she said, "Yeah, I like how simmers do those pictures." And she tried to explain to me. She's like, "Okay, that's all good, but how do you get the picture?" She said, "Oh," so she showed me this custom content she got, and then she literally showed me the Sims how she took the picture, and she would crop the background and everything. She's like, "Are you a wizard?" And then she just looked at me with the weirdest face, like, really? But then she like took it for a second and said, "You have so much to learn." And I felt some type of way, but then I was like, you know what, that she has a point because I have no clue what's going on here. But it's like when you're introduced to all this new kind of technology and everything, you look at it, it's like, wow, I like this stuff didn't even exist compared to when you were a kid and you were just used to doing everything in Windows and Microsoft. Yeah. Then you see everything else. It's like, where did these come from? Have these always been here?
Yeah, you just need the money for it.
Exactly. Ever since the day that you